Hello everyone. Today's important question is, what is a safety management system and how can new or experienced professionals implement it effectively? Let's understand this in detail. A safety management system is not just a set of documents or checklists. It is a living system that reflects how your team works, understands risks, and deals with them. Its purpose is not to make safety a separate responsibility. It should become a part of daily operations. But this is where many professionals, both new and experienced, make a common and critical mistake: the copy-paste approach. They start by comparing their site to others, looking for ready-made templates or certified systems, thinking that safety is a ready-to-use product that just needs to be applied. But what's the reality? If people don't see themselves in the system, it will never work. A system copied from elsewhere may look good on paper, but it fails on the ground when people feel this doesn't belong to us. So the real question is, what's the right way? Let's talk about a practical roadmap. Step 1. Start from the ground. When we talk about an effective safety management system, it really shouldn't start from a paper or a screen. It must begin with the people working on the ground. It's crucial to first understand how work is actually happening and who is doing it. You must visit the site and observe where people struggle, where they take shortcuts, and what risks they face daily. Maybe the standard operating or safe operating procedures say fall protection must be worn at all times, but if the site doesn't have proper length lanyards or anchor points, then the procedure remains only on paper. Similarly, if the permit system takes 20 minutes to fill out, but the job is just a 5-minute task, people will bypass it. Your checklists, your forms, your instructions, they must reflect actual behavior and real situations. Just copying a standard is not enough, because standards give direction, but local practices reduce real risks. This is where the foundation of the system becomes strong, when it focuses on how work is done, not just how it should be written. And remember, when people see that the system is built for them, they are more likely to adopt it. Step 2, engage the team. A successful safety management system is not a top-down directive from management. It's a shared effort, where bottom-up participation is essential. It's not a command designed in a boardroom and enforced on site. It is a process where supervisors, contractors, and most importantly, frontline workers are involved. Because those who face the real risks are the ones wearing the helmets on the ground. And they know best what the system should be. When you ask your team what needs to change in this standard operating or safe operating procedures, or is this form practical, you are not just seeking feedback, you are building trust. And when people see that their suggestions and experiences are reflected in the system, they don't just follow it, they own it. This builds a sense of ownership. A system that carries their voice makes them feel responsible for its success. Remember, a system built without people will never be accepted by people. Step 3. Keep it simple and practical. Often, safety documents are created to impress auditors, full of big words, lengthy procedures, and complex formats. But the truth is, these documents are made for workers on the ground to help them, not to confuse or burden them. An effective safety system is one that's so simple and clear that anyone, from a new worker to a senior supervisor, can easily understand and follow it. So keep your system practical. Use visuals, diagrams, flowcharts, pictograms, help convey information instantly. Clarify responsibilities, who does what, when and how, should be clearly defined. Avoid complex language, don't use technical jargon or heavy English terms that field workers can't understand. Eliminate duplicate processes. If a document, signature or register exists only for show and has no real value, remove it. The simpler the system, the easier it is to adopt. When a system doesn't interfere with work but actually supports it, it becomes effective. A system that's easy, clear, and grounded in reality. That's the true key to success. Step 4. Integrate, don't add. A safety management system, or SMS, is not an extra document that sits in a file or only comes out during audits. If your SMS is locked in a folder, it cannot keep your site safe. Safety should be infused into every process, not added on as a separate item. Your procurement process, are the tools and equipment being bought aligned with safety standards? Your maintenance practices, does your preventive maintenance checklist prioritize safety critical equipment? Your training system, are new workers being taught safety thinking from day one? Even your toolbox talks, do they go beyond just personal protective equipment and cover behavior and risk awareness? Translate the SMS into the language of each department. When the finance team approves a contract, let them check for safety clauses. When the engineering team designs a layout, let them follow safe design practices. That's true integration. When safety becomes a habit, not just a responsibility. When safety becomes part of your work culture, only then does it leave a lasting impact. Remember, a safe system is one that runs through every process, not one that just hangs on the wall as a poster. Step 5. Feedback and review. No matter how well designed a system is, if it's not updated with time, it becomes irrelevant. An effective safety management system doesn't end at implementation. It must remain a living, breathing, evolving system. To do this, you must create feedback loops. Frontline workers, supervisors, maintenance technicians, these are the people who interact with the system daily. Ask them regularly, does this form actually help? Are the standard operating or safe operating procedures, steps practical on site? Where are people quietly breaking rules and why? Remember, real learning comes from the field, not just from audit reports. Many systems fail because they are only touched once a year during an external audit. But if you review them regularly, listen to site feedback and update documents based on real conditions, the system stays relevant and effective. Feedback is not just a tool for improvement, it is a medium of trust and collaboration. When people see that their voice is heard and acted upon, both their confidence and commitment to the system grow. In the end, a system that listens, learns, and evolves is a system that truly stays alive. I hope today's question, what is an effective safety management system and how can it be implemented, was answered with clarity, direction, and practical insight. We believe that safety is not just a checklist, it's a mindset. We need a system that's not buried in files but reflected in every decision, every process, and every action. So let's move away from tick box compliance and build systems that save lives, protect assets, and earn people's trust. Thank you for your time. Stay safe and build safety.